Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. SARAWAK explores partnership with Boeing on renewable energy and sustainable aviation fuel. Grand New Year's Eve 2025 celebration at Kuching Waterfront with artistic, cultural and entertainment activities. Cyclone Cheto claims at least 34 lives in Mozambique. Sarawak is exploring a golden opportunity to collaborate with international aviation giant Boeing in the development of renewable energy and sustainable aviation fuel. Premier Sarawak, Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, stated that this strategic initiative not only strengthens the state's economy but also drives innovation in the global aviation sector.
Jadi hari ini kita hanya melihat apakah peluang yang ada untuk kita bekerjasama di antara Boeing dengan Sarawak dalam kita hendak mempunyai syarikat penerbangan kita sendiri. Kita sekarang ini juga membuat penyelidikan bersama dengan Cheto Jepun. Selain daripada itu, bersama dengan UNOS semalam untuk kita mengeluarkan hidrogen.
He said this following a meeting with Boeing Japan President Eric John at the Boeing's headquarters in Cheto. For the record, Sarawak is on the right track in producing algae-based crude oil with a capacity of over 10,000 barrels per day from every 1,000 acres of algae cultivation area in Bintulu. At the same time, Abang Johari revealed that the meeting also discussed the aviation sector, which will soon be taken over by the Sarawak government.
Adalah pusat untuk melihat perkembangan penerbangan yang menggunakan kapal terbang Boeing. Dia ada kerjasama dengan Boeing di Singapura dan juga network Boeing yang ada di Southeast Asia.
Boeing is among the leading aviation companies championing SAF, with investments exceeding $400 million for its development projects in Australia. The company is also one of the pioneers in adopting this sustainable fuel. International aviation company Boeing has expressed its commitment to supporting the green development goals outlined by the Premier Sarawak, Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg. Boeing Japan President Eric John acknowledged his admiration for Abang Johari's achievement and progressive vision, underscoring the company's confidence in Sarawak's potential to lead sustainability-driven change.
I think a few things excited me about it. One was, I think, his vision for sustainable aviation and sustainable fuel in Malaysia. The second was his vision for growing the region of Sarawak, and someone who's spent a lot of time in South. I think the opportunity to explain how Boeing could grow together with the region of Sarawak and what we could do to contribute to those visions.
He further emphasized Boeing's excitement about the opportunity to participate and provide support in Sarawak's development initiatives. Earlier, Abang Johari led the Sarawak delegation in the meeting. Also in attendance was Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, Minister of Utility and Telecommunications Sarawak Dato' Sri Julaihi Narawi, Deputy Minister of International Trade, Industry and Investment Sarawak Dato' Dr. Malcolm Musen Lamoh, and Deputy Minister of Energy and Environmental Sustainability Dato' Dr. Hazlan Abang Hebni. TURATH Sarawak remains committed to strengthening the understanding of Ahli Sunnah wal Jamaah in alignment with the efforts of government agencies and Islamic religious councils. As part of this mission, TURATH Sarawak has initiated discussions with the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia JAKIM to establish collaboration in implementing religious programs.
Setakat ni kita dah menjalankan dua aktiviti. Satu di Miri bulan Jun kalau tak silap saya, dan baru ni di Mukah, Mukah, Oyak dan Balingian di masjid dan surau, dan juga perjumpaan dengan pengurusi dan jawatan masjid dan surau lah, berdialog. Kita berkolaborasi dengan pihak-pihak yang berkuasa ni, dan setakat ini kita telah mengadakan perbincangan dengan pihak JAKIM untuk offer to collaborate dalam program-program yang dianjurkan.
He said this when speaking to reporters after a courtesy call to the Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sarawak, Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar and his wife, Tuan Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi at Astana Negeri on Tuesday. The courtesy call aimed to introduce TURATH Sarawak and its organising committee, which was established last March. He added that TURATH Sarawak's membership remains low and efforts are underway to promote the organisation actively. The New Year Eve celebration for 2025 will be held with great enthusiasm and grandeur at the Kuching waterfront on December 31st. The Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts of Sarawak, Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said that this year's celebration will feature a combination of artistic, cultural and entertainment activities to cater to the diverse tastes of visitors.
Countdown ini akan dianjurkan oleh Kementerian Pelancongan, Industri Kreatif dan juga Seni Persembahan, dan pelbagai aktiviti-aktiviti yang menarik akan dilaksanakan dan dipersembahkan. Ya, juga akan disiarkan secara langsung oleh TV Sarawak. Pada tahun ini, sebelum acara kemuncak pada 31 hari bulan Disember, pelbagai aktiviti kesenian akan diadakan di 11 siang. Bermula daripada pukul 8 pagi sehingga pukul 6 petang di waterfront.
He told this to reporters during a press conference for the Countdown 2025 event at the Baitul Makmur 2 building on Tuesday. Abdul Karim added that the event will also feature 3 performance segments, promising an exciting experience for visitors.
The second segment adalah daripada pukul 8 malam sehingga 9.45 malam. Segmen kedua adalah daripada pukul 10 malam sehingga pukul 12 the countdown. Dan selepas countdown akan diadakan segmen yang terakhir bermula daripada pukul 12:10 minit ataupun 12:15 minit macam itulah sehingga pukul 1 pagi.
The event will also be enlivened by performances from local artists such as Haris Mukris, Darren Jedril Valentine, Norafiza Busuman, Ng Chien Chien, Roxy Ixi, and many others.
By now, grew up with 4 siblings. My father knew the importance of schooling. We went through a series of interview actually for a scholarship, and that's when I got offered by Petronas. This guy from Uluroban, he also went to the same school, can find his way to the UK. It is a spark of inspiration.
Welcome back. A 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck Port Vila, the capital of Vanuatu, on Tuesday, causing considerable damage to buildings, including a shared diplomatic mission, and injuring several people. The quake occurred 30 kilometers west of Port Vila at a depth of 57.1 kilometers, followed by a 5.5 aftershock, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. An initial tsunami warning was also issued but later cancelled. Communication disruptions, including down phone lines and government websites, have made it difficult to determine the full extent of the damage, though reports of widespread destruction have emerged on social media. Cyclone Cheto has claimed at least 34 lives in Mozambique, the National Institute of Risk and Disaster Management reported on Tuesday. The cyclone struck Cabo Delgado province on Sunday, killing 28 people, while 3 deaths were recorded in Nampula and another 3 in Niassa province. With winds reaching 260 kilometers per hour and heavy rainfall of 250 millimeters in 24 hours, the storm left 319 people injured, destroyed nearly 23,600 homes and 170 fishing boats, and affected 175,000 people. Cheto hit northern Mozambique, an area already vulnerable due to conflict and underdevelopment, after impacting the Indian Ocean island of Mayotte, where hundreds are feared dead.
Also worried about the longer-term impacts. Children potentially being cut off from learning for weeks on end, people unable to get access to healthcare, and the potential spread of waterborne diseases like cholera and malaria.
This cyclone moved to Malawi on Monday and was expected to weaken near Zimbabwe by Tuesday. A 15-year-old female student opened fire at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin on Monday, killing a teacher and a fellow student before dying from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes confirmed 3 deaths, including the suspected shooter, and reported 7 others wounded. Of the 6 hospitalized victims, 2 students remain in critical condition, 2 are stable, and 2 have been discharged.
They arrived to find multiple people suffering from gunshot wounds. 3 people, including the shooter, are dead. The shooter has now been identified as 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, who went by the name Samantha.
The shooting was reported just before 11 a.m. local time by a second-grade student. A handgun was recovered at the scene, and the suspect's family is cooperating with the investigation. Police are still working to determine a motive. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.